The following program is brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization.
Welcome to Art and Soul, where I interview creative professionals on how they got started and what they're doing now. I am your host, Trina Fallon, and tonight we have Chris Lito.
How are you doing?
He's a director, cinematographer, and filmmaker. And I'm going to find out, when did you know you wanted to become a filmmaker?
I have always loved film, even when I was a little kid. I liked watching monster movies, and I would always stay up late with my grandmother, and she would let me watch Creature Feature and Twilight Zone, stuff like that. But I guess back in the late 90s, I started really thinking about filmmaking, and I started writing, and I'm not the greatest writer in the world, but I wrote a couple of movie scripts and just kind of had them and didn't really do much with them. But then in the late 2000s, I started getting kind of serious about it. And in October 2009, I really got serious about it. And I created a production company called Reaper Films, and I wanted to do mostly horror films, and started from there. I wrote a script, and it was a short. I met Sean Donahue, who kind of became my partner in crime. We've done things together ever since, and we raised $900 for it, and that was our budget.
How did you raise $900?
We had a benefit dinner that my mom and my stepdad helped put on. They cooked a really nice dinner. We had sangria, sodas, and I think we charged like $30 a plate or something to come into our clubhouse. We had rented the clubhouse in our complex, and had some people come out. We had like auctioned off some artwork and all kinds of stuff. We had raffles, and we raised $900.
That's awesome. And so you made your first movie with $900. What was the movie?
It was called If I Can't Have You. It starred Elise Zuckelman, who at the time was a lingerie football league player.
Okay.
And she became the star of the film. And we had a casting call, and we had a pretty good response to it. And
where did you put your casting call?
I just posted it on like Craigslist and Facebook and stuff like that, and got a huge response. And we spent, I think, 2 or 3 days with people coming in and auditioning, and we got everything from that. So,
where did you hold the audition?
My father's office. He's a real estate agent, and he had a conference room that he let us use to have people come in and audition. But it was pretty successful, and we had a great time. The movie's terrible, but and what we did after that, when the film was finished, we had a premiere in my backyard. We did it kind of drive-in style.
Oh, that's
Everybody brought their own chair. We showed it on. I had a projector. We put it on the back wall of my house, and we had like over 100 people in my backyard, and we had hot dogs and pretzels and all kinds of different things to sell. And I think we raised another $600-700 that night.
Wow.
And that went to the next film, and we ended up making the second half to the short to make it a feature. Mm-hmm. And of
If I Can't Have You?
Yeah. And then so we finished that. It ended up being about an hour and 15 minutes, and we rented out the Movie Co. in Ybor to premiere it, and I think we raised like $2,000 that night.
Wow.
And that went to the next movie. And
what was the next movie?
I actually had won a football pool, and I won like $800.
Wow.
from the football pool. So I had like $2,800, and we raised a little bit more money. It ended up being about $3,000.
Wow.
And we made our second film, The Housewives Slasher.
Hey.
And The Housewives Slasher actually got picked up for distribution through Wild Eye Releasing. And
Wow.
that should be on the shelves very soon, actually.
Look out for it, Housewives Slasher. And you can see people can go see the trailer for that.
You can see the trailer on YouTube. Actually, the distributor sent me the new DVD cover and trailer.
Wow.
I can't release it yet, but
Sorry, guys.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They're talking to Walmart at the moment.
Oh.
So hopefully the film will be in Walmart very soon.
You hear that, Walmart shoppers? Get some. Are you going to be able to post the covers for that on Reaper Films on Facebook?
Yeah, I'll be able to do that once they give me the go-ahead.
Okay.
You know, they want to have their own kind of release deal. And, you know, the movie's already been on Amazon, and, you know, I've sold DVDs myself.
Yeah, how did that work? How did Housewife do on Amazon?
It did pretty good. I didn't even promote it. I just uploaded it to there, and I think it was $2.99 to rent, and I think $9.99 to buy it. And
Oh my
it was like
gosh.
for a weekly rental, and I was making like $80 to $100 a month on it just by people finding it on Amazon. And
Independent
I didn't-
filmmakers, what's up?
I didn't promote it at all. So
That's
people
incredible.
were just kind of finding it. So pretty cool.
So what did you shoot? If I Can't Have You, what did you shoot that with?
I had bought a Sony HDR SR1, which is it's a handy cam.
Right.
And it was the first handy cam that had 1080 HD and a 30 gig hard drive
Wow.
in the camera. So you basically just plug the camera to your computer and you can upload all the footage. Cool little camera. So I shot my first one with that. And then Housewives Slasher we shot with a Canon T3i. It
Hey.
was the big DSLR revolution that was going on at the time. So we decided to shoot with that. And really nice image. We showed it at the MovieCo Theater. It looked great on the big screen. So and that was it.
All right. So after If I Can't Have You, and then you did Housewife Slasher, and then after that you did.
After that, I teamed up with Jeremy Westrate, who was actually working with me at a grocery store. And he told me he was a writer. And I was like, well, I'm a filmmaker. So sounds like we're a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
So we decided to... I told him I wanted to make a movie about a serial killer, but I wanted the movie to be about the killer, not the victims.
About the victims, right?
And he came up with this crazy plot and all this crazy stuff. And it's a pretty interesting, over-the-top film.
And that's Rough Cut?
That's Rough Cut.
Okay, now I heard a rumor, and I need you to confirm it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Is Rough Cut going to be in Fangoria?
No,
It's not.
it's not.
Okay.
That's something else.
That's something else? Okay.
Yes.
Do you have something else that's going to be?
It might be. I think the magazine is Gore Zone now. It's not Fangoria. It's Gore Zone, which is a horror magazine, and that's for my fourth feature, which is Die Die Delta Pi,
That one's going to be.
which will be released in June. It's still in post-production. That should be released in June.
Now, Die Die Delta Pi, we have a clip of that. Watch right here.
I think we have the trailer, right?
Yeah, actually, no, yeah, we have the trailer. It's even better.
Cool.
Chill out, everyone. There are more Pop Jams coming your way. For those of you with spring break fever, the Circles Bar and Grill is having happy hour all night. Discounted prices for those lucky sorority girls. You know who you are. Now back to the jams.
This is the way my mother told me. She was a Delta Pi in the late 80s and survived that horrible night by pure luck. The night started with a traditional ceremony, not like the lame one we had. This was the 80s, so they had style back then.
Assume your position.
So what I was told is that the head Delta Pi came up with a great way to humiliate Marissa by spraying her with silly string.
Okay, let's whip it out.
But it ended up backfiring on her.
No! Wait! I can get help!
Marissa's accidental death isn't what closed Delta Pi. It's what happened after the incident.
Where is everyone?
The police found over a dozen Delta Kappas and Delta Pi's dead. That's why the house was closed down. They were afraid someone was stalking the Delta Pi sorority.
We're all lambs left for the slaughter.
But they never found the killer. And they never found one body.
They never should have opened it!
Welcome everyone to the grand reopening of the Delta Pi house.
Yeah, so that's how the threesome works.
Oh.
So we're gonna do it.
There's a tradition at Delta Pi, and I want to make sure that we keep that tradition alive.
What is
Their mama.
Nice. Now that's how you do it.
This is a very rewarding and exciting time in our lives.
There's still a few of us alive. We deserve what's coming to us. The burnt one is coming. The burnt one is watching, waiting.
Hey, horror fans!
Die Delta Pi.
It's coming at you.
So I shot that film and co-directed it with Sean Donahue, and had a good time. It was a lot of fun. Had some really cool actors and neat plot.
Yeah.
Actually, the first quarter of it takes place in the 80s, and then it flash forwards to modern time. So it was cool. It was fun. And like I said, we're talking to Gore Zone now about possibly being in their magazine, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is very cool.
And actually, we are in the middle of an Indiegogo right now for post-production. We're only trying to raise $500, and I think we need like $100 more to meet our goal.
So there you go. And then with the Indiegogo campaign, if they contribute, they get stuff, right?
Yeah. Actually, we just added a perk a few days ago. It's the new Die Delta Pi poster, and it is awesome.
Really?
A guy named Mark Schoenbach made it, and it's like a retro style horror poster, and looks really cool. So yeah, I think it's a $30 donation. You get one of those, and
There you go.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and a little bit later, we're going to show the, you have the pitch video for that, for Die Delta Pi, right?
Oh, we're going to show that too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But the next question I have for you is, okay, so you like directing, obviously, because you've directed a couple of times. What do you love about it?
I love the whole process. I love being on set. I have such a good time on set, and just watching, talented actors and talented crew people, sound guys and DPs, and everybody just kind of coming together to make a film it's really cool to me. I just, starting with words on paper and making it into something that people can actually sit and watch and enjoy it's a thrill for me.
Is it?
Yeah, I love directing. I picked up a camera, and I've been doing that for a little over a year now, and that's paying my bills right now. But directing is my thing. Yeah.
So what do you like about cinematography?
Cinematography to me, it's such a creative process that, when someone is directing a film and they basically are putting the look of their film in your hands.
Yeah.
And I love getting creative shot. Like every time I watch a movie now, I'm stealing things,
absolutely.
cool shots or whatever. And I think over the year I've shot a couple features, a lot of shorts, just trying to get better at the craft. And I'm by no stretch of the imagination a great cinematographer, but
I've only been doing it
I have my moments, and I've kind of started creating my own little style and certain things that I like to do on set. And I don't know, I think it's like crack rock. I hate to say that, but it's really addictive. It's very addictive. When you get a nice shot, you're just like, oh my god!
It's like writing something.
Amazing.
It's like a rush.
Yeah, it is a rush. When you get a nice shot and you got that nice shot, you're so excited.
It's like I made that.
Yeah.
Do you have that moment with directing?
I don't think you do. It's different. Yeah,
but you love it more.
It's a different thing. It's a totally different animal.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. you know, I get excited when my director of photography gets the shot that I'm wanting to get. But yeah, it's a totally different animal. My satisfaction in directing comes from when everything's finished, everything's edited, everything's ready to go, and I'm sitting in a movie theater watching the film with the cast, crew, fans, family, whoever, sitting there watching it. And
it's the finished product.
Yeah, where I can just relax, sit back, watch it, knowing that it's finished, and watch everybody's reactions and know that that's something that I put together and with the help of a lot of other people.
Now, you've technically been the producer for these films.
Yeah, I basically produce and direct everything that I make.
So what do you like about producing?
Not a whole lot. I like casting. I like finding locations, stuff like that. I love meeting new people that can help us in some way. The thing I don't like is raising money. That's the thing I do not like to do. I hate trying to market myself and raise money for that. I just don't like it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It takes a certain quality.
Right.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
So what films have you? So you had to produce all of these films, and what you did was you did the benefit dinner, and then you parlayed that, and you parlayed that.
Yeah, and it just kept rolling along, and me and Sean always seemed to come up with a little bit of money to make a movie, and I've mastered the art of making a pretty good movie with a lot of production value for very little money. Like I said, Housewife Slasher, we did that movie for $3,000.
Oh my gosh! And it's being distributed.
And we got picked up. We had 23 locations and like 40 people in the movie.
How long did it take you to shoot that?
$3,000. We shot it, I think, over like 16 days.
Wow.
Only on weekends. We shot Saturdays.
Only
and Sundays.
on weekends. You hear that?
Saturdays and Sundays for 16 days.
Oh my God.
But had a blast. Met some really talented people that I'm still working with now. There's just the certain people that I always try to get in.
Yeah, who are they?
My next movies. Andrea Alfonso, she played the lead in Housewife Slasher, and she's been in a couple other movies that I've done. Melody Kalina, she played one of the girls.
I've seen her
in Housewife. Yeah. She was in Rough Cut. She just auditioned for my film, The Ritual, which we're casting right now.
Yes, The Ritual. I'm going to talk about that later.
We'll get into that in a second. Erin Nicole Klein, she is one of the top actors in the area, and she's just phenomenal. And I keep telling her she needs to move, go to LA, because she's too good for this area, I think. She's just one of those people that just gets it, and beautiful, always looks good, delivers, and she's one of the best. Other than that, I mean, I like to keep a couple people from each film and then bring in all new people. So I think of all the films I've made, I've probably worked with over 300 actors in the area.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I had the pleasure of working with Mr. Lito on my first film, and I'm keeping him. I don't know if he knows that or not, but I am.
But it's nice to have a pool of people like that I can always go to and say, hey, I need an actress. Are you interested?
Absolutely.
And, most of the time they come back and do stuff with us. So
absolutely.
Must be doing something.
So we know the people that you like to work with. So I'm going to ask you, what was your worst experience, movie making experience?
You're going to go there.
Well, you don't have to use any names.
Okay. It's kind of a long story. We when we were making Die Die Delta Pi, we had a little extra money, and we had a little bit of extra money. So me and Sean were like, well, let's go out and get a couple Scream Queens. So this was the first time we actually went out, got an actress, flew her in, put her in hotel, paid her. First time. All of our actors usually work for free for us, and to gain experience and credit and whatever. Right. So Sean decided on this girl to be the face of our film, and she came in, and we put her up in the hotel, and she comes on set, and we're thinking this girl's gonna be a one taker, on the ball. Well, she comes in, and I'm filming. I'm holding the camera, and she flubs a line, and we cut it. We do it again, flubs it again, over and over. So I'm like holding the camera, like, what is going on here? So at one point, she said, "Oh well, Sean told me I didn't need to know my lines that well." So I'm like, I'm the only one that heard it. So I said, "Everybody take 5." So I took Sean in the bedroom, and I'm like, "What in the hell is going on here? Did you tell her that she didn't have to know her lines?" He's like, "Why would I tell her that?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone." So I think this girl like read the script maybe one time and didn't know any of her lines. It turned into holding a script in front of her face.
Oh my God.
While I shot her reading the lines. It's god awful. And there's a lot more to it. We don't have enough time to go in depth, but she was by far the worst. And I've had a good luck with most of the actors I've worked with. I mean, they all are eager and hungry, and they want to be good, and they want to act, and it's their passion. And I've never had a problem with giving someone a shot. Someone that said, "I always wanted to act," I'd be like, "Well, come on, let's give you a role," and let them give it a shot.
Right.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
So you're working on the anthology of Fear, yes?
Yes. Me and Jason Henney and Sean Donahue, I put together this, it's an anthology of phobias called Phobophobia, which is the fear of fear. And they're all like 10, 12-minute shorts about a phobia.
Okay.
And we've got 4 in the box right now. And we got 2 more to finish.
And we've got a clip of one of them, yeah?
I think we do.
Okay.
That would be Coulrophobia.
Yeah, it's Coulrophobia?
Coulrophobia, the fear of clowns.
Fear of clowns.
Yeah, me and Jason did this one.
Here we go. I don't like horror, but I want to see this. Hey! Okay, so that's Coulrophobia. If you like clowns, or if you don't like clowns, I don't know. I don't like horror, but I want to see this film.
So our goal with it is we're going to, get 6 of them, put them on a DVD. I'm going to try to get a host, like Elvira type host. I have someone in mind. I don't want to mention her name because I haven't talked to her yet. But she's got a little Elvira thing going on right now.
Oh, hey.
So we're going to try to get her to host it and try to get distribution for it.
That sounds good.
But the cool thing is like all these movies we've made for like $50. We just made Claustrophobia for like $25. So, but they look amazing. Like, we're shooting with the Blackmagic Cinema camera, and pretty cool. Like, they look really good. They sound good. So, I think it's going to be fun.
So, I'm going to go ahead and ask, are you thinking about writing a book on independent filmmaking? Because I would totally buy it.
I've actually wanted to teach a course on how to get everything together, how to produce films with no money.
Yeah.
And I read a great article yesterday. A filmmaker, God, what's his name? He shot Zach Parker. He just released a film called Proxy, and he put an article up yesterday. It's actually on my wall, on my Facebook page, and it's basically telling you what I've done.
Wow.
No one's going to give you $1 million to make a movie if you haven't made one. So get whatever money you can get, whether it's $10 or
whatever,
$1,000 or $10,000, whatever you can get, and make a movie and use what you have
available.
Yeah, whatever you can get your hands on, make it out of that. He said he grabbed all the money you could get, credit cards, whatever, and he raised $12,500.
Wow.
I started with $900. So, and it just keeps rolling along. And now I have someone that has invested quite a bit of money in me to direct films, and we have 4 films coming up.
Tell us about that.
One of them, the first one, we're actually shooting in May. We're actually announcing our cast at the moment. Is The Ritual, and it's a modern day Jack the Ripper style film.
Horror.
Yeah, it's horror. It's definitely horror. Real detective heavy though. It's pretty cool, and we have our lead actress is Jackie Holland. She's out of Los Angeles, and she's a really hot up and coming actress at the moment. So we got her, and we have another name we're working on. I was hoping to be able to announce it tonight, but I can't yet.
Ah, dang.
Yeah. But the rest of the cast is set, and we got some pretty talented
So where
people.
can they get notifications on who's going to be in The Rituals?
You can go on the Ritual Facebook page.
Ritual Facebook page? Okay. And how about Reaper Films? I mean, do you put updates on that?
I have a Facebook page, Reaper Films, and usually I have Reaper Films that gets all of my stuff, and then we'll have a separate page for each film. Yeah, you can get all your updates and stuff.
So you've got The Ritual coming up,
right?
And then what's after that?
We're hoping a Vietnam film called Medal of Honor, about a Medal of Honor winner named Lance Saijan.
Yes.
And he had a pretty rough go. And
it's an amazing story.
He's a Vietnam hero, Vietnam War hero. We're hoping to have the money in place by the end of the year to get that rolling.
Well, I'm very excited because his story is incredible.
Yeah, we're all really excited about it. The producer's named Paul Adams, and he's the one that's given me the opportunity to direct these films. He raised some money for us, and hopefully I'll do a great job for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Do what he wants.
One thing I want to show is the Die Delta Pi pitch video. So for those of you that are horror fans, Chris Lito fans, film lovers, check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm Roxy Vandiver, Scream Queen, alt supermodel, and award-winning actress. I want to tell you about a film that I'm starring in called Die Delta Pi. It's a sorority slasher film that's not only 80s style, but also set in the 80s.
Seriously, Donna? Just gag me out the door, why don't you? What are you thinking? We don't need her to ruin our spring break.
God! Are you okay?
We're wanting to raise some donations for post-production on the film, and if you look to the right, you can see some great perks that can be yours for a small donation. In the film, I play sorority sister Tina, a sexy babe with a bit of an attitude. And you get to see all of me. The film is directed by Sean Donahue and Chris Lito. This is their 5th feature film together, and if you donate now, you can be a part of one of the hottest films.
You remember that night, right? The night we killed Marissa Chambers?
I didn't mean for.
Oh, we deserve what's coming to us.
There's still a few of us alive. The burnt one is coming.
What's wrong, Allison?
It's happening again.
What? What is?
The killer is back.
Well, there you have it. Now you know if you want to own it or get swag from it, you know where to go. It's Indiegogo. You can look at under what?
Die Delta Pi.
Die Delta Pi. Thank you, Chris, for joining me on my show. Just so you guys know, Chris Lito, he's on Facebook. Check out Reaper Films, Innovative Films, LLC is his commercial work, so if you need a cinematographer. And you also have the Filmmakers Production Package, yeah?
I do. Me and Jason Henney put together the Indie Filmmakers Production Package. It's on, you can find it on Facebook as well. Basically what it is you get me as a DP, Jason as a sound guy, all our gear to make a film. And if you're a starting out filmmaker, it's pretty good to have us on board with you. And we'll get you a custom quote. You just shoot us a message through Facebook.
All right. Our sponsor is Wordscape on iTunes. Check it out. Just saying. And then follow me on Art and Soul, Trina Fallon. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Stay happy, Tampa. I hope they was coming.
This program was brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization, setting the standard for new media broadcasting.